bong, knock, knock, hey Nanny Lou. Bing bong, tick tock, bebop boom. Flip flop, up up, meeny miny moo. Boppity stoppity, romper room. Hey diddle 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 dum diddy doo. You be a doobie, zoo. Ding dong, knock knock, hey Nanny Lou. Tip tap, pitter pat, granny cat too. Rooty toot, kimble, loopty loo. Boppity stoppity, romper room. Romper room.
That is it. That's the puker right here. It's like that fucking sweet-looking little whore that you want to bang, but then she says I got AIDS, you know? Here's the D104. That's the D104. And here's the Palomar. Oh shit, now. Now here's the tin can microphone. This is a stock President fucking Andy 4-pin microphone. Electric mic. That is it. That's the puker right here. It's like that fucking sweet-looking little whore that you want to bang, but then she says I got AIDS, you know? Here's the D104. That's the D104. And here's the Palomar. Oh shit, now. Now here's the tin can microphone. This is a stock President fucking Andy 4-pin microphone. Electric mic. That is it. That's the puker right here. It's like that fucking sweet-looking little whore that you want to bang, but then she says I got AIDS, you know? Here's the D104. That's the D104. And here's the Palomar. Oh shit, now. Now here's the tin can microphone. This is a stock President fucking Andy 4-pin microphone. Electric.
To him, and he can't stand it. He's just completely unhappy with the transmit audio on it. It sucks. And sent it back, and I don't know what to say. It is exactly the same as this radio. It's exactly the same as other radios I've pulled. It's the same as base stations that have the same UPD 858 chassis. It's just, that's the audio of these radios. So I want to show that, what it looks like. You know, we'll do some tests here to show what the audio looks like in the RF spectrum and the audio spectrum. So we'll look at it on an oscilloscope, look at it on a spectrum analyzer, and then we can also listen to it on a monitor radio. What I'm going to do is sweep an audio frequency from, what the heck do I have the generator set to up there? From 100 hertz, actually we'll just show you up here. So I have the signal generator set to sweep, where is my pointer? From 100 hertz to end frequency 5,000 hertz, and it'll do that every 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds it's going to sweep through from 100 hertz to 5,000 hertz. I don't want to say these have a unique sound. Pretty much every radio has its own unique sound. You know, every chassis style. You know, because every different chassis that's ever been made uses different type circuits. So, you know, they're going to sound different. These have a unique sound. A lot of people like them. I like the Cobra 138s. And something I've discovered is, especially with the microphones, I think that's where the big difference is. Where he's having a problem is, the microphones that I use, I think sound good on this radio, where the because he sent me a microphone too. A Palomar, what is this? SL41. it may be fantastic for him, and that's why people, when they ask me for a recommendation on a microphone, I never give it. I very rarely will ever give recommendations on microphones. That's one of those things, if you're really into audio quality, that can make or break whether you like a mic or the radio, a combination, because your voice is different than my voice. And yeah, my voice over this microphone absolutely sucks. My voice over this microphone, this is a A-Static 575, sounds great. Which is, this is what I use. But yeah, I tried this microphone out, and oh my god, I mean, these radios are bassy to start with, which is one reason a lot of people like them. They really, and even that bass, there is distortion in it, but the distortion's not that bad to the human ear, because the distortion components, and I can show that, I'll take it out of sweep mode so you can look at it in the RF spectrum and see where the harmonics are. But at the low end, from about 900 hertz down, you'll see a noticeable second harmonic in the audio frequency. And if you work with sound, actually harmonics can be a good thing. And matter of fact, it's one thing that can be pushed when you're doing sound recordings, vocals and whatnot. Sometimes harmonics sound good. In this case, with this microphone, yeah, it's definitely not good. This mic, I don't know what it is about this microphone. He said he loves these microphones. And I haven't tried this on any other radios, but I can pretty much say without a doubt, I would never use one of these on a stock Cobra 138 XLR. So, like I say, this one is mine. This one is unmodified. It hasn't had anything done to it either. It's original electrolytic capacitors. It hasn't had anything done to it. It's not been restored yet, other than just cleaned it off a little bit years ago and stuck it on a shelf with the pile with the rest of them. So, enough talking. Let's fire it up. So it's turned on, channel 20. We have the mic gain turned up the whole way, so up to the stop. I'm going to, when I flip it into transmit, and this line here is attached, if you look up, goes to the signal generator up there, and then the output goes through a bird directional coupler, the sample port off of that, and then that goes to a dummy load. The directional couplered sample comes off and then goes to a splitter combiner, and then that feeds the spectrum analyzer and the oscilloscope. Evenly, it's a 3 dB splitter, splits that off into both of those instruments, so we can view both of them at the same time. And then we're going to be listening to the audio on a Yaesu FT3000, or FTDX 3000 is what we're going to be listening to the audio on. So let me, matter of fact, reach over here. Well, just radio's on, flip it into transmit, and I'll turn the volume up over here. Of course, this cable's about half an hour away, isn't it? Yeah, it's better. And it just fell back down in. Stay. But you'll notice there is distortion. You'll see how the waveform is slightly distorted at the low frequencies. It levels out. Stays at a good modulation level, and then eventually it just it goes away. The modulation goes away. So that
Ding
is
dong knock,